It's just after midnight on March 19th, 2004. The night is dark, bitterly cold, and silent in rural Vermont. On a lonely stretch of Route 118, headlights cut across the road. A car, a pale green 1985 Oldsmobile, sits in an eerie position. It's backed halfway into the side of an abandoned farmhouse, known to locals as the Old Dutch Burn Place. The rear bumper is jammed into the crumbling wall. Two of the doors are unlocked. Inside, Brianna Maitland's wallet, her ID, paychecks, and even her driver's license. On the ground outside lies a single loose bracelet, a water bottle, and a pair of cigarettes. But Brianna herself? Nowhere to be found. This haunting scene is the last trace of the 17-year-old girl, and no one has ever seen her again. Brianna Maitland was just 17 years old at the time of her disappearance. Raised in East Franklin, Vermont, Brianna grew up in a rural, tight-knit community near the Canadian border. Her parents, Bruce and Kelly Maitland, describe her as fiercely independent, free-spirited, and adventurous. She loved the outdoors, horseback riding, and spending time with friends. But like many teenagers, Brianna was navigating her own struggles. She had recently moved out of her parents' home to live with friends, trying to balance high school studies with two part-time jobs, one at a restaurant, another at a local inn. She was ambitious, but restless. She wanted her independence, dreamed of traveling, and hoped to someday work in fashion. Yet, in the weeks before her disappearance, subtle signs suggested tension, even danger, might have been closing in around her. In the days leading up to March 19th, Brianna's life seemed unsettled. Friends said she was stressed about juggling school and work. She was also dealing with strained friendships and had reportedly been involved in minor conflicts in her social circle. Just 1 month earlier, Brianna had been attacked by another girl at a party in a dispute believed to be about jealousy in relationships. The fight left her shaken, but she downplayed it afterward. Despite this, she pressed on, showing up for shifts at work, hanging out with friends, and planning her future. But those who knew her best felt something was bothering her, even if she never revealed exactly what. Friday, March 19th, 2004. That morning, Brianna took her high school equivalency test, a major step toward her future. Afterward, she had lunch with her mother, who described her as cheerful and excited about moving forward with her life. Later that afternoon, Brianna dropped her mother off at home and prepared for her evening shift at the Black Lantern Inn, a restaurant about 20 minutes away. She never returned. At the end of her shift, co-workers recalled Brianna leaving in good spirits. Around 11:20 p.m., she walked to her car and drove off alone into the darkness. Sometime between then and 12:30 a.m., her car ended up backed into the side of the abandoned Dutch Burn farmhouse. No one knows exactly how it got there. Witnesses later reported seeing the vehicle awkwardly lodged against the building that night, headlights still on. But no one saw Brianna. The discovery of Brianna's car immediately raised alarms. Inside were her personal belongings, things no teenager planning to run away would leave behind. Her wallet, driver's license, even her recently cashed paychecks. Police initially considered multiple possibilities. Had she run away, been abducted, or staged her disappearance? The farmhouse scene itself was strange. Some believed the car had been deliberately backed into the house. Others thought it was a panic move. Maybe Brianna was trying to escape someone following her. Witnesses later reported seeing a black pickup truck near the scene that night, but its driver was never identified. Rumors spread through the small town. Was her disappearance connected to drugs? Was it tied to the fight weeks earlier? Or did Brianna stumble into the wrong place at the wrong time? Despite search efforts by law enforcement and volunteers, no trace of Brianna was ever found. Police dogs picked up her scent at the scene, but it vanished quickly, as if she had been forced into another vehicle. The farmhouse where her car was discovered was combed for evidence, but nothing conclusive tied to Brianna was ever located. Over time, tips poured in, alleged sightings in Vermont, New York, even as far as Canada. But none were confirmed. Theories grew darker, that she had been abducted by someone she knew, that she had been a victim of human trafficking, that she had been murdered and hidden in the remote Vermont wilderness. But without physical evidence, every lead collapsed into dead ends. Years later, Brianna's case remains unsolved, but not forgotten. In 2006, her parents founded Private Investigations for the Missing, an organization dedicated to helping families in similar situations. In 2016, the FBI tested DNA from Brianna's abandoned car. The results were never made public, but her family remains hopeful that advances in forensic technology could someday break the case wide open. Podcasts, documentaries, and online true crime communities have kept her story alive, drawing attention back to that chilling image of her car pressed against the old farmhouse, a haunting scene frozen in time. Picture it again, a cold Vermont night, an abandoned farmhouse, a car abandoned with its headlights on, and a teenage girl who never came home. What happened to Brianna Maitland that night? Did she meet with someone she trusted, only to be betrayed? Was she abducted by a stranger passing through? Or was her disappearance tied to secrets buried deep within her small town? Somewhere someone knows. Until that truth emerges, Brianna's family waits, and the farmhouse remains a ghostly reminder of a mystery that refuses to fade. What do you believe happened to Brianna Maitland? Share your theories in the comments below.